watch how the snow moves.
Alright guys, I'm gonna do a prank on my mom really quick. So
and again, it promptly disappears, and we'll widen out again, and we'll time
wait
lapse
till she
this
comes
again from
upstairs.
9:30 this morning, and you can see the snow here and here and up into southern Virginia, and it has melted away. So all our snow is gone since we've been in the 40s and 50s this afternoon. Now our
Upstairs
has moved away. It's pummeling New England again. 2 to 4 inch snowfall rates. Winds gusting up to 75 miles per hour along Cape Cod, near Boston. They have blizzard warnings in effect. And for us, we're watching a disturbance in the upper atmosphere right about here. That slides down to the south and east. And once it moves into our state later on tonight, we expect mostly cloudy skies. The eastern counties could see some sprinkles, spotty light rain, maybe some flurries in the morning. Elizabeth will be here starting at 4:30 tomorrow. She'll let you know what's going on. Should not be a big deal. Once this system passes, I think that's when we're going to attain our morning lows of upper 20s to low 30s. Take a look at our sky cam over in Apex. It's been out of order for the past few days, but we say good afternoon. And really today is the first day where we're going to realize the lighter later in the evening, because when we had the time change Sunday morning, Sunday evening was kind of dull and gray and yucky. So we really didn't see brightness into the evening because the clouds kind of obscured that. Likewise with yesterday, but this evening should be bright through sunset, which is around 7:15 or so.
Please, I have
temperature trend 29 this morning at 6:15, and 48 was the high. Our normal high is 62. We're well below normal high temperature-wise, but by Thursday we should get close to normal. Temperatures right now range from 44 at Southfield, 48 here in Raleigh, 53 at Fayetteville, and even freezing at Boone with 32. Snow showers up in that area tonight and during the day tomorrow, and down east at the coast, 55 in Wilmington. Now, if you want to get out this evening and do some physical fitness, maybe play some tennis, yeah, it's going to be rather cold. Maybe just stay inside and watch TV. Partly cloudy, 41 by 8 o'clock. It'll be rather chilly, and northwest wind 5 to 10. Tomorrow, partly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy at lunchtime, partly cloudy by 5 o'clock, 30 by 8 a.m., 42 at lunchtime, 46 by 5 o'clock. It'll be windy tomorrow, too, so it'll feel rather chilly. But look at the warm-up for Thursday. We'll have a strong southwesterly wind on Thursday, ushering us up into the 60s, around 60 on Friday. We'll check out Futurecast for Saturday and Sunday, and the morning on Saturday, it's dry. We see increasing clouds during the afternoon. By the end of the day, we see some light rain strolling into the area. There's 5 o'clock, and heading into the 8 o'clock hour, there's some rain as well. So Saturday is definitely not going to be a washout. Sunday, it should be the first part of the day that we see rain. There's Sunday at lunchtime, the rain's cruising on by, and then during the afternoon, it begins to move out and should be gone Sunday night, leaving Monday looking pretty good, with temperatures getting up into the mid-60s ahead of the next front that arrives for the arrival of spring. At 12:15, the vernal equinox takes place, and highs in the 50s with the next opportunity for rain on Tuesday. So if we can look past tomorrow, it's going to be cold. We'll enjoy Thursday, which features mostly sunny skies, a lot of wind from the southwest warming us up into the 60s.
And the chance for rain real slim, though, through the next week or so.
30 to 40% chance for Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, well, we're used to that. So
I know, we really
But
are.
it doesn't mean it's going to rain all day.
it's not going to be a washout, and it's not going to rain all day.
It's going to rain while we sleep, right?
Well, that would be
If
okay.
you're sleeping in that.
Still ahead, the legend of a dark tunnel in Jackson County.
The Tar Heel Traveler tells us how a constant dripping of water makes people believe the tunnel is haunted.
When you look at the big picture of discipline in Wake County schools, something stood out to the school board. We're talking the number of elementary school students suspended. Next at 6, a closer look at why the school board chair is calling this situation urgent. And the story behind these larger-than-life floral bouquets popping up in trash cans around Raleigh. These stories and much more when you join us for WRAL's News at 6.
WRAL's weather update was sponsored by Carolina Foundation Solutions. Spectrum is redefining everything you thought you knew about internet, TV, and voice services to bring you the ultimate triple play. Introducing a true revolution in internet speed with game-changing new starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's double our previous speed and double the bandwidth for the fastest surfing, streaming, gaming, and more. Get Spectrum Internet starting at 200 megabits for $29.99 a month with no data caps and a free modem. Call 844-579-2999. Then catch all your favorites in stunning HD, plus thousands of titles free on demand with Spectrum TV for $29.99 a month. And get Spectrum Voice with unlimited calling to the U.S., Mexico, and more for $29.99 a month. Call 844
Listen to this, guys.
Okay, guys, welcome to my ad. Jimmy, it's musty in here. Yeah, dude, it's hot. I mean, it's kind of hot, but not as hot as your house, Joseph. No AC having ass. It's not.
We're so confident we can sell your home at a price and a deadline we agree on that if we don't, we'll buy it for cash. When your life changes, my team and I'll be there to get your home sold, guaranteed.
Bring your family to Trek Through Time and see amazing realistic dinosaurs and dragons and discover the dinosaurs time trek this weekend only at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. Book tickets now at discoverthedinosaurs.com for this brand new family experience.
Get high-speed internet from AT&T. $30 per month, no extra monthly fees. More for your thing. That's our thing. Visit att.com/internet.
All over town, people are asking us about the new reverse mortgage. Ronald Reagan signed this program into existence, and since the new Reverse Mortgage Stabilization Act, it's even stronger, with more funding options than ever. At Alpha, our approach to helping you plan for longevity is always the same: total customer education and zero sales pressure. So whether you're looking to buy a new home or pay off an existing mortgage and eliminate payments, or just set up a credit line for a rainy day, call us and find out if the new reverse mortgage is right for you.
Here's the current time and temperature, sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
New Jersey Shore's famed ghost tracks at Higbee Beach have once again been revealed. The tracks, which are usually buried, reappeared after the recent winter storms. They are the remains of a rail line that served many purposes, especially during World War I. Wow. Well, our Tar Heel traveler has been traveling by rail, and the journey has been somewhat haunting.
Tonight we find Scott Mason in Jackson County at the mouth of a graveyard tunnel.
The Cowie Tunnel in Dillsboro, and there is a ghoulish history to its long, dark past. A tale of tragedy and injustice that runs deep.
It's a curved tunnel.
800 feet.
And when you get to the midpoint in the tunnel, you see no light at either end. It is pitch black.
December 30, 1882.
There had been a lot of rain and bad weather, snow. The river had risen.
During the building of the Cowie Tunnel, there was some convict labor camps that were located across the river behind us here. They brought them across 20 at a time. Brought them by way of a barge.
The barge began to take on water, and the prisoners, all shackled together, panicked, and they moved toward the front of the barge. And when they did that, the barge tipped over.
Can you imagine being chained all together and drowning?
It's horrible. All but one of them lost their lives on that day. One survived. 19 drowned. One survived.
That one prisoner rescued a drowning prison guard.
And saved his life.
But he also stole the guard's wallet.
So instead of getting an early release,
he was given more prison time.
Along with 10 lashes.
And what of those 19 who drowned?
There's some that say that they're buried over the tunnel itself.
And some of the legends say that the constant dripping of the water in the Cowie Tunnel is the tears of those convict laborers who lost their lives here. A constant dripping, as if forever grieving those nameless men.
They used convicts because this was a post-Civil War era.
But not necessarily post-slavery. I wonder if some of those so-called convicts had even committed any crime.
Many of them didn't.
And they were exploited.
Yeah, they were exploited to the nth degree.
Some people have actually reported even seeing apparitions in the tunnel. The Cowie Tunnel. How would you describe it?
The most haunting experience I've ever had. And the fact that those convicts may be buried above you definitely is a reason for pause.
The Callaway Tunnel is still used today, and trains travel through it year-round. That dripping, by the way, also continues year-round. Finding a job can be tough for anyone. It can be especially tough for people with disabilities and challenges. Coming up, how the organization Johnston County Industries is providing opportunities. WRL News at 6 starts now.
Focused on people and community. This is WRAL News.
A new report shows elementary school students are being suspended at an alarming rate in Wake County. Right now on WRAL, the chair of the school board talks about the next steps. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm David Crabtree. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. There were nearly 12,000 suspensions in the 2016-17 school year. 20% of those in elementary schools. 20%. WRAL Sloan Heffernan joins us live at Combs Magnet Elementary with a closer look at who is being suspended and why. Sloan?
1,300 elementary students were suspended last year, some of them multiple times. Their behavior so bad that they had to be sent home from school. And what's even more troubling is that there's a certain demographic that seems to be being suspended at a disproportionate rate. Kindergartners aren't known for being troublemakers, but last year nearly 300 of them were suspended from school in Wake County. A new report shows 20% of students suspended last year were in elementary school. 61% of those suspended were African American and in the 4th or 5th grade. African Americans represent less than a quarter of the student population, but they account for almost 2/3 of the suspensions. How concerned are you?
Gravely. I think that's why I use the word crisis, which is not a word I use lightly.
Monica Johnson-Hostler is the chair of the Wake County School Board. She says the board asked for the suspension breakdown after noticing a high number of elementary school suspensions in an annual report.
I think many of us at the table, including myself, really felt the need to say that we have to say that this is urgent.
All these departments are going to come together to really look for a solution.
Dr. Paul Walker created the report. He says most of the suspensions are for disruptive behavior and physical aggression. He says the suspension rates have been consistent over the past 3 years. The school board members are now working to turn those numbers around.
It is imperative to me to say we have to do something, and we're going to see this through.
The report also revealed that about half of the elementary school students who were suspended had a disability. The school board plans to further investigate this data and begin looking for solutions. Back to you.
And I can only imagine it's something they want to do very quickly. Sloan Heffernan and Raleigh. Sloan, thank you.
Tomorrow, schools across the country and across North Carolina will see
Hurry
students walk
up!
out of their classrooms at 10 a.m. to honor the memory of the 17 lives lost in Parkland, Florida a month ago. This comes after some scary moments at West Johnston High School on Friday. 7 trespassers triggered a school lockdown and a massive police response. Fresh from this experience, these students will not walk out tomorrow. Instead, they have planned 17 minutes of kindness and gratitude. They will write messages and notes of support to students in Parkland.
I think it's a little more productive to do something like this. It's a little, I think, yeah, instead of, walking out, we can do something that we can make a positive impact, and so other people can see it through, letters and note cards, and kind of, I think it unifies us as a school.
A Johnston County School spokesman says all 46 schools in the district will mark the day differently as each school administrator chooses, but they will all be doing something to honor the victims in Parkland. Dozens of schools in our area plan to hold walkouts tomorrow. We will have live team coverage of those walkouts beginning at 10 a.m. tomorrow here on WRAL.
We have breaking news right now out of Washington as the source is telling the Associated Press the president is considering replacing Embattled Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin with Energy Secretary Rick Perry. Shulkin has faced several investigations over his travel and leadership of the department, but until now has received praise from the president for helping turn the department around. The news comes the same day President Trump fired Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. More on this coming up on NBC Nightly News.
Police in Fayetteville have filed charges in a cold case from 2011. A DNA test linked to Willie Mack to an unsolved rape investigation from 2011. The Mack led investigators to reopen the case. Mack was already serving time in the Cumberland County Detention Center on an unrelated crime.
A break today in the deadly home invasion and fire at Lake Gaston. Warren County Sheriff Johnny Williams confirms investigators have located the car stolen from the burned home of Nancy and John Alford on Friday. The two suspects took off in the family's 2011 silver Mercedes. The car has been located in western North Carolina. However, the sheriff won't disclose exactly where. Two men took the couple hostage on Friday and forced the wife to withdraw money from her bank account and then burn the home. 76-year-old Nancy Alford died. Her husband, John, was seriously hurt.
State troopers continue to investigate a deadly crash in Johnston County. Investigators say two men were in an SUV with an attached trailer and was stopped in the right lane of Highway 70 bypass when a car hit the trailer. The impact sent debris flying through the air, hitting the men who were outside the vehicle at the time, killing one of them. The accident happened late last night. State troopers have not released the name of that victim. Sky 5 flew over this accident involving a tractor trailer in Nash County this morning. Officials believe icy road conditions may have been to blame. The accident slowed traffic along I-95 near Rocky Mount for several hours. Officials have not released any information on injuries.
5 accused murderers released from jail by one Durham judge. Orlando Hudson unsecured the men's bonds at the end of January, which means they were able to go home. And just last week, one of those defendants, Ladarius Samuel, landed back in jail, accused of breaking into a house and possessing a firearm. WRAL's Sarah Kruger talked with him in jail today. Sarah joins us now with what he had to say. Sarah?
David, he told me he is innocent of every single charge against him. He's confident he will one day get his freedom. When a judge released Ladarius Samuel from jail, he thought he had found his freedom for good. But a month and a half later, he's behind bars again, facing more charges. Back in early 2017, a 42-year-old man was killed on South Roxborough Street in Durham. Several days later, Samuel was charged with murder. After about a year, Judge Orlando Hudson unsecured Samuel's bond, meaning the defendant promises to return to court but doesn't pay any money up front to get out of jail. In short, he could go home. In a 2-week span, Judge Hudson did the same for 4 other men charged with murder in different cases. Samuel's attorney, Alan Sharp, told WRAL, "I believe that the lack of evidence against him and the existence of alibi evidence are what led Judge Hudson to unsecure Mr. Samuel's bond on the murder case." Deputies say after Hudson released Samuel, he broke into a home in Chapel Hill in February and was later arrested with a gun. His attorney said, "I find the circumstances of Mr. Samuel's recent arrest very suspicious and concerning." And Samuel added that he is patient and he is calm because he has faith in the justice system. I reached out to Judge Orlando Hudson and the district attorney, but I have not yet heard back.
Sarah Kruger reporting live from our Durham Bureau. Sarah, thank you. Well, would you like to tell state officials what you think about Confederate monuments on the grounds of the state capitol? Here's your chance. What you need to know about signing up to speak at a public hearing or leaving your opinion online. And the Eagles don't go anywhere, especially at the NCAA tournament, without this little guy, and it's the coach's son. We are live tonight in Dayton to find out why. That story coming up in sport. Lester?
Hi, David and Deborah. Ahead for us tonight, the firing of Rex Tillerson. We'll have all the details of today's big reshuffling at the White House and what policy changes it may herald. Plus, why big retailers are tracking how often and when you return items. More on NBC Nightly News after WRAL News at 6.
Thanks, Lester. Yesterday at this time, we were feeling the impacts of the nor'easter. Now the folks in the northeast are. Falmouth, Massachusetts, 81-mile-per-hour wind gusts this afternoon. Nantucket, 77-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Boston has seen 12 inches of snow so far. Weather gets hammered. When we come back, we're going to take a look at our forecast and see how long the chill sticks around.
No, you can't read that.
You gotta read this one first.
Hey,
this
open
place.
this gift from
Where we live. Where we love.
It belongs to all of us.
Cause nothing's gonna stop.
We promise to be relentless
In standing with you and for you.
we bring you coverage of health.
None. It's a prank! Got it! I got my mom, and I put this on YouTube.